Hello all, I'm Sai and you're watching The Book Dragon. In today's video, I'm bringing to you some of the favorite graphic novels which I read in 2020. I do read graphic novels also, but I don't buy physical copies of them. I prefer to read them on the Kindle app on my phone itself, and most of the comic books which I have read are those which were available for free in Prime Reading when it comes to Kindle. So if you do have a Prime Reading account, Prime account in Amazon, do try visiting Prime Reading because there are always at least one or two graphic novels available all the time for each and every month, and that's how I ended up reading some of the graphic novels, and these are my top most favorites from what I read in 2020. The first graphic novel is the one which I read way back in January 2020, and it is Captain Marvel from Marvel. Okay, this is the actual comic book which represents Captain Marvel as a character, and it doesn't have anything common with the Captain Marvel movie which got released lately, I think in 2018 or 2019. I did watch the movie, I liked it, but in this one we don't get anything that is tied into it, that movie or any of the other characters except Captain Marvel herself in the graphic novel, and it was very fun to read. Okay, rather than anything, I should just say that it was more fun, and it also showed that feminine power and that strength that Captain Marvel displays as a superhero or a super hero in this one, and it was very interesting to read because most of the Marvel books or Marvel comic books or movies that I have watched are concentrated for heroes alone, right? It's only now that we are going to get Black Widow's movie also, but we've not got it yet. I think the only superhero who's female that has been so successful is Wonder Woman alone in all types of media. But I think this representation of Captain Marvel through this graphic novel was very good, and that's one of the main reasons why it's one of my favorites from 2020. The next one is Roots by Tara O'Connor. Now this is also a graphic novel which is very short. Okay, all the others in this list are quite a bit big, but this one is really short, and you can just fly through this within like half an hour or 1 hour max. The actual plot or the setting of this book is about a girl, okay, who's in her later 20s, and she's looking for a job, and she's not that good in her job as well, and she just has this interesting conversation with one of her online friends, and what ends up is they end up liking each other, this man and her, and what finally happens is she's to travel to Auckland or somewhere, I don't remember where properly. One of the main reasons why she wants to travel there is because her family's roots, that is her inheritance, is from that place, and also while she goes there, this person also stays in that place, and he offers to guide her through all the things that are going on in that place. While she goes there, their relationship just builds up a bit more, and they become more than friends, and they end up keeping a lot more trust on each other. Eventually that just develops into love, but because of this geographical barrier that they face, they are separated for a longer time, but eternally they just get back together, which is really fun. During all these things happen, there are also multiple ups and downs in their careers as well, but eternally when they get back together, they are both in really good places. And if you are looking forward to read a hopeful, sweet, romantic story in the beginning of 2021, you should try this one. Next one is The Pride of Bhagdad by Brian K. Vaughn and Nico Henricon. This is a graphic novel about lions. Okay, it is not pride in the sense of human pride or a feeling or something which we express. It actually means the group of lions, that is a pride of lions. Okay, what happens is in, I think, Iran or Iraq, I'm not sure where, just forgotten a lot of things, sorry for that. I think it's in one of the Arab countries. Okay, what happens is there's this huge earthquake which makes many things in a zoo just shatter, and one thing which happens is most of the animals die, and this pride of lions alone get to escape from the zoo, and they are just traveling through the city right now. Due to the earthquake, there are like multiple things which have been shattered, and these wild animals are into the city now, so the government is trying to either capture them alive or kill them just in order to save the human beings and protect their lives. How they face these threats and will they be together as a group or not, it's shown that well in this book. And I should say that how emotions can be handled by animals also, as we deal with in human beings, it is just mirrored very proper in this book, and that's one of the main reasons why it's one of my favorites. The next one is Memetic by James Tyninon and Eryk Donovan. Now this is a futuristic sci-fi dystopian graphic novel, and it is also an adult graphic novel. It's not suitable for anyone who's under 18. I can like very easily say that because some of the artwork in this one is explicit, and the language is also a lot explicit if you ask me. The concept is not that much because it is suitable for any kind of reader, but I do think since it's a graphic novel, it has a more amount of the, how to say, artwork and foul language, which is just put on as a part of the dialogue. I don't think that's very much suitable for younger readers personally. This is one of my most favorites. Okay, I can say that if I take like my top 3 graphic novels of this year, this will be one of the top 3 because I just enjoyed the entire experience of reading this one. The concept of this one is that there's a Memetic, which is an image. Okay, it's just like a meme which we see in social media posts, which is the cover of the book itself. You can see it's just a sloth that is sitting in in the center of a hypnotic circle, and it is called the Happy Days sloth. The problem with this image is that once a person sees this image, within like 12 to 24 hours from the time that they saw it, they will go mad. Okay, their eyes will start bleeding, and something just gets triggered in their mind, and they start killing and acting physically violent to other people who have not watched the image or who are not exhibiting the same kind of behavior. Also, eternally what happens is they will feed on the human beings who are not affected by this disease yet. One of the main catches in this one is that this was published in 2016, and it is very well shown how to say social media was in such a boom in that period. And just think of it in a future. Okay, now itself, if you just share an image and if it goes viral, people around the world can just see it in like half an hour or 1 hour max, right? Due to the time difference, I'm saying that much time. But this was really well planned out, and it just showed such a horrible picture of the future, what could happen if something like this actually gets released. This is not an actual Memetic, okay? The cover image is not, because if it was so, I would have gone somewhere a long time before. It was such a fun graphic novel. So if you're over 18, do try this out because it's very interesting. The next one is Flashpoint from DC. If you didn't know, I'm a huge fan of the show Flash, and I watched all the 6 seasons that have been released until 2020, and supposedly the next season, that is the 7th season of Flash, was to start airing from October 2020, and due to the pandemic it just got postponed, and we are going to get it sometime in 2021. Only the trailer and teaser is out, and this is one of those seasons in which the Flash didn't end well. Okay, it didn't have any amount of closure. It just gave a great pitch for the next season, but it didn't give any closure for the viewers as a whole and for the fans like me. The thing about this book is that there's a point in which there's this huge battle going on between 2 groups of the DC superstars, okay, DC icons. One group involves Aquaman, Batman and some others, and the other group involves Wonder Woman and the other superheroes within the within the DC universe. And 2 of the main forces include Aquaman, who's trying to take over Earth using the oceans, and the next one is Wonder Woman using her group of Amazons in order to overthrow all the other normal people and take up the land. It's actually like a huge fight between Wonder Woman and Aquaman because they are demigods. Okay, they are practically demigods, and hence they are superheroes. It was just so very laid out. Okay, if you're a person who's a big fan of the Flash and you just like reading about and watching insane physics theories and scientific theories, I'm sure that you will enjoy this, and that's one of the main reasons why it made its way into the favorites of 2020. The next one is Thor Volume 1, The Goddess of Thunder from Marvel. Yeah, you did hear me right. It is Thor, the Goddess of Thunder, not the God of Thunder. The special thing and the juiciest part and twisted part of this book is that Thor loses all his powers, and he's not being able to pick up his hammer, whose name which I've forgotten right now. The only person who's able to pick up the hammer is a woman, and that woman gets to carry on the legacy of Thor. One main problem which she faces as Thor now is that the previous Thor, who's the Thor we all know, the Norse god, he is someone who's not ready to pass on his legacy because he thinks that he is Thor still, so he must be able to pick up his hammer and fight the villains and save the world. But it is not at all so anymore, and the legacy has passed. He is not that much worthy enough to take the hammer anymore. Only the present Thor, who's the female that is shown, is, and eventually it shows his growth as well as how she makes him understand and how she takes power over everyone and how she becomes the hero that she is destined to be. It was very, very fun to read. Okay, it was very, very different in tone. Okay, I have not even heard of an idea of female Thor, and it was very, very engrossing in many ways. The last graphic novel in the list is Justice League Volume 1, The Extinction Machines, also from DC. Okay, this book actually shows a parallel universe in which there are like alien-like human beings who come and try to colonize Earth. There are these very insane things that are going on, which when killed just multiply in numbers, and they just keep on consuming the human population as a whole. The superheroes of our DC universe, they are not able to control these, and eventually they try and get to solve it. One of the main persons who ends up solving these things is Flash, because he's the one who's got all the brains of all the superheroes when it comes to science, and it's very, very good in many ways. Also, all the superheroes, they don't fight together in this one. Each of them has a separate battle to face for themselves, and they have to overpower their inner villains and also their outer villains in order to take down this greater danger and save the Earth. It was very, very fun in many ways. We get to see each and every main superhero. Okay, we get Batman's point of view, we get Wonder Woman's point of view, we get Green Lanterns. There are 2 Green Lanterns like right now in this period of the story, so we get their points of view. We get Aquaman's point of view, we get many others. Okay, I'm not able to think of any other things. The Cyborg's point of view, we just get a lot of points of view, and it is very, very fun to read in a lot of ways. If you're a person who does like reading about superhero gangs and just vigilantes saving a town from disasters, I'm sure that you will love this. Okay, that's it for today, and my 2020 favorites is quite a big list, so I'm going to publish all those videos in the upcoming 2 or 3 weeks. That are in the last week of December 2020 and in the first couple of weeks of Jan 2021. So the videos in this list are going to be 2020 favorites in fiction, 2020 favorites in non-fiction, and some of the honorable mentions that I have read in 2020 which I was not able to include in the favorites list due to certain minute reasons. And the next one is some of the disappointments which might already be out if you're watching this later. I plan to launch the disappointments video before the best, so it might also be out. I'll try to link it if it's already out. Also, apart from this, I'm also going to publish a video which speaks about all of my non-bookish favorites from the year, which include some podcasts, movies, TV shows, so you will be getting some other recommendations also. Yeah, that's it for today, and if you did enjoy watching today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also watch out for all the further videos in the series. And yeah, bye. And if you did enjoy watching today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it to your friends. If you want to get more content from me, do subscribe to the channel, because I publish new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.